this is where it just gives me fun, man. You could just sit and noodle forever and hopefully keep finding new interesting things. Another option is like if you've had a Yingwei phase, or if not, if you've had a McAlpine phase who's had Yingwei phases, or if you've had Gilbert phases who's had Yingwei phase. Like Yingwei's been around in there, you know. So you could have done A diminished over the A minor, because it's like when you play the blues and you got a flat 5. But either way, diminished is going to be your minor triad with a flat 5. So it's kind of like you're playing minor, and then every time you go to the flat 5, you're playing the blues. But really, it's just diminished when you put it together. I got to work on it. Oh, God. I got to work on it. But anyway, super fun, man. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm playing, so like imagine you got your A minor and you're on the 5th fret. And you're doing whatever you're doing. Then you got your A minor pentatonic, right? When you think of this note, your flat 3rd, if you're descending the pentatonic scale, but instead of playing the flat 7, you play the 6, you're well on your way to playing the diminished arpeggio. And then your flat 5. And then your flat 3rd again, and you're just repeating now because you started on a flat 3rd. That's so much fun. All right. And then what I did to keep it going, I just kept descending in minor thirds. So that's going to be the 7th fret of the D string. Yeah, and now you could have done what you just did. Where you just keep going like for example, I'm doing 8th fret to 5th fret. D string, I'm doing 7th fret to 4th fret. A string, I'm doing 6th fret to 3rd fret. E string, I'm doing the A, which is the 5th fret to the 2nd fret. Yeah. Right, I did. What I did was I went, and I still did the 7th fret of the D string, and then I did my pinky on the 9th fret of the A string, and then I did my 6th fret of the A string, and then I did the 8th fret of the... If you want to add that note, you can go... Oops. Oh, da, da, da. So it's like just how you started, except on that string. It employs this. Only for one string, you know, where you're going from the A string to E string. And I'm trying to alternate pick it right now. It's nice to practice your alternate picking. You mentioned Steve Morse earlier, I think. Steve Morse, I've seen him do sweeps where he like alternate picked it. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so this would be maybe a fun exercise, alternate picking it. I'll tell you what the advantage is. When you alternate pick, you can be more rhythmic. You can't, it's hard to sweep slowly. I mean, it's doable, but like if you're playing, you can play really rhythmic, like. That was hard because it was 3 notes, alternate picking, which is binary, like 2. And so it switched from being downstrokes to upstrokes every time. Down, up, down, up. That was hard. I didn't know that was going to happen. Anyway, so you can be a lot of fun, but of course you can sweep it too. Which of course helps you go like, it's easier to go than it is to alternate pick all that. If I was doing a bluesier situation, So like you can play in your blues pentatonic shape or your minor pentatonic, and then you can go to your diminished. And it makes it more interesting if you do this. You're like showing, hey, everybody diminished, you know. But if you just weave it in, like you're going, they almost can't tell if you're doing the blues pentatonic or you're doing diminished. And your tell is the 6, really. Yeah. I was just doing your diminished triad. And then you're back into your blues. So you'd be like, and you could be playing your blues pentatonic, diminished, and then up to your blues. So basically, this is a really fun exercise. Not that I'm doing it justice right now, but you play in your pentatonic. You just do your pentatonic stuff, and then you switch to your diminished. And when you go up to your next shape, you go back to your pentatonic. Oh shit. So you'd be playing like A minor pentatonic, do a diminished, and I shifted up minor third, and now I try to continue my minor pentatonic where I am, which means I have to move up to the next mode. And then I do it again. And then I'm in a new pentatonic place. And then I do diminished here. And I had to switch back to a new pentatonic. And then diminished. And I'm back where I started in that A minor. So you can use your diminished to move you around the fretboard from one mode to another. And it's more interesting than if I just went. You know, I can instead play. Oh, sorry. Maybe I'll do Schofield at the end. Anyway, Schofield's, I really like the way Schofield plays diminished because it's not very obvious. It always sounds interesting. Yeah, like you just do it like, oh, hey guys, diminished. I just wanted to let you know. And then you go back to whatever you're doing. So yeah, you could do the A minor diminished. It's actually kind of interesting because that note right there is the flat 7 of the dominant, the D7 chord. Then you got minor. And then to G7.